Okay, so we're going to go through a core routine with you today. So this is really involving some anti-rotational stuff. So we're going to be working on stability, this ability to be able to activate the core to keep ourselves straight and in line, which is really functional. I'm going to go through the whole session with you so you can just grab hold of your mat, listen to the tips and cues along the way, and I've got a timer, so every time you hear it beep, you know that we're going to do 1 minute of the exercise, and then we're going to have a 10-second recovery to swap into the next exercise. We've got 5 exercises to do, so it's just going to be a 6-minute follow along ab routine, which is just going to hit all the different areas that is going to make us hugely functional and beneficial to this movement pattern that we're going to be focusing on. So first exercise, we're going to grab hold of the mat, get yourself ready, okay, and just follow along with me. Here we're going to be holding the press up position to start off with, and we're going to do shoulder taps, okay. So I want you to come into a press up position, we're going to isolate, and then basically we're just going to lift up one arm and we're going to touch the shoulder on the opposite side and then come down and touch the opposite side. Now the really important part of this one is to engage the core, the abs, to keep the pelvis really still. So it's learning how to engage those abs whilst doing this one, okay. You can make it easy, or you can make it really hard by activating those abs. Okay, right, let's just get going. So first one, press up position, and then we're going to do these shoulder taps. Is everyone ready? We're going to hold this press up position. 3, 2, 1, let's get going. So press up position, abs tight, up and touch that shoulder, up and touch that shoulder. Okay, you can see my legs are just a little bit wider than my hips. Okay, to make it a little bit harder, we can break the legs in a little bit, and then that whole works the stability. Okay, I won't want you to twist and turn, so as soon as you allow your hips to twist and turn, that makes it easier. Okay, so I want you to really squeeze the abs, hold that pelvis as still as you possibly can as you come up, and slowly touch that shoulder. The longer and the slower the better. Okay, keep on deep breathing, hold those abs, pull that stomach up and in towards the spine each time you lift that arm up above the ground. We've only got 10 seconds left, so just keep on moving nice and slowly into this action here. Perfect. Okay, next we're going to be working the stability on the side, so we're getting into the obliques and the side muscle groups. So we're going to be down into a side plank. Okay, the bottom leg is going to be split, and we're going to hold up into that position. Make sure the shoulder is nicely underneath, and we're going to march one knee into the chest, and then the top knee goes up into the chest. Okay, so hold that stability, split those legs, and drive that knee into the chest as high up as you possibly can before straightening the leg and then swapping over to the other side. Deep breaths all the time throughout this workout. Learn how to breathe whilst controlling the abdominals is equally as important. Activating those abs as hard as you possibly can. 20 seconds, keep those hips up, that hand away. If you're struggling, you can put the hand down on the floor in front of you and just hold that stability. But if you can, just lift up and keep on marching those legs from left to right for the last couple of seconds, and relax there. Perfect. Okay, so we're just going to swap over to the other side. So I'm going to swap over, I'm going to get myself into position so my bottom leg is split, okay, and I push up into there. Now I'm going to start marching, so I'm driving that knee into the chest and then drive the opposite knee into the chest. Okay, so we're pushing and pulling those legs in at the same time as engaging that core. And again, this is hugely powerful for a functional element of engaging the abs at the same time as driving that knee up. Nice deep press, keep on going all the way through this one. Keep those hips up, keep that back straight, looking forward as much as you can. Lift through that waist, elevate those hips. Keep that shoulder or that elbow under the shoulder, so we're not putting too much strain through the shoulder joint. You might feel the shoulders working a little bit. That's okay, as long as we're not getting any pain there. Last couple of seconds and relax there. Whew, well done. Okay, so next one we're going to go into what calls a dead bug. So we're going to lie down on your back on this one. Okay, we're going to bring up the hands and we're going to push the opposite knee away in that brace. So we're bracing in that position, and then we're going to come across and we're going to brace in the other position. So I'm actively trying to push that other opposite knee away whilst my other hand and arm, leg is down at the bottom of the ground. So it's there where we get that push and that work as the abdominals have to brace to hold that position. And at the same time we're activating and working the hip flexor, gaining that strength through that hip flexor at the same time as that core be going through. Try and keep the lower back pushed down into the ground constantly on this one as we're circling left to right. Breathe out, keep that breathing going, last couple of seconds, and relax there. Amazing. Okay, so next here we're going to go for a Superman, but today we're going to stay up onto the hand rather than go down onto the elbows. So press up position and then opposite arm, opposite leg up and hold. Okay, so we're just trying to hold that stability in that position whilst the opposite arm, opposite leg is into the floor. If this is too much, then drop down onto the knees, okay, and we can do the exact same action with the opposite arm, opposite leg, holding up in position whilst the glutes nice and tight, but just down onto the knees, which will make it a little bit easier. If that's too easy, what we can do is elevate the hips down a little bit and activate the core at the same time. Okay, so I'm pushing my hips down so I'm level between my shoulder and there. Okay, and that holds that there. If not though, you can move up to the hardest option, which is around onto that position there. So last few seconds on this side, whichever option you choose, keep on holding and go through. So we're trying to find that stability from left to right in whatever option you're doing. We're trying to hold that pelvis as still as possible. Okay, so we're going to swap over to the other side now. So we're going to come up, okay, and we're going to hold in there. Okay, a minute is a long time, so even if you need to come down and drop down for a couple of seconds and then come back up into it during this minute, then that's fine to do so. Just every time you're doing it, just try and go for that little bit longer, so we get that progressive time overload, which helps the body adjust to the environment, getting fitter and stronger as we move through. Okay, so what we've got 30 seconds left. Let's go for it. So up and hold. Last 20 seconds. Let's see if we can do it now. Everyone give it your best shot in whatever option you've decided to choose. We're going to hold it there. 10 seconds. Keep it balanced, keep it straight. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go into this final exercise now, which is the prone lifts. Here we're really working the back of the shoulders, but also into the lower back, which is important. So we're going to lie flat down on your back, arms out in front of you, and then we're going to lift the opposite hand and the opposite leg into the air and squeeze the glute. Lift and squeeze. So every time I'm trying to lift my chest and my leg off the floor, and this is a fantastic way of activating the lower back working. If you feel the lower back working too much, then just keep the chest at the same height as the floor and don't lift it. If you can, to increase the resistance, lift the chest up on every single rep. Okay, point that thumb up into the air to get that extra lift through the back of the shoulders. We've got 10 more seconds left of this routine, so let's just work those last few seconds. Squeeze and relax there. Whew, fantastic. Okay, so that's a great anti-rotational core exercises where we're getting some fundamental functional strength through the abs. So it's not just about getting a six-pack and looking great, we're actually getting strength training through the abdominals, which is going to enable us to be more functional, to look after our bodies, to allow it to twist and move in the ways that it should do, unlocking that potential movement patterns and also decreasing the risk of injury later down the track as well. So enjoy that workout, follow along with it. It's a minute on each exercise. Try and do as long as you can. If you need a couple of seconds rest or to drop down into an easier option, then you can do so as well, and then just jump back into the workout as fast as you possibly can once you've just had a couple of breathers. And that's the best way of just coming on through. Don't work through pain, but we do need to start overloading the body to be able to get that progression through. Good luck with it, take care, and we'll speak soon.